Hi, Tracy, Charles the Long-Haired Girl here. Big thank you to Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate for putting together this Souptember collaboration. I will have a list of everybody down below who will be participating in the collab. I'm going to be making pumpkin chili. So we have avocado oil, which is not shown because I'm just going to use the spray. I'm not actually pouring it into my pan. There is about a cup of carrots and a cup of onions. I'm going to use the minced garlic because it's convenient. But I need 4 cloves of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm using the double concentrated in the tube because, again, it's convenient. A pinch of the red pepper flakes. I'm going to make vegetable broth from the Better Than bouillon. Then it calls for 2 cans of the fire roasted diced tomatoes, but I only have 1. So I'm using 1 can of the fire roasted and 1 can of the diced tomatoes. A can of the organic pumpkin puree from Trader Joe's. Can of black beans, pinto beans, and chickpeas, although you will notice that's garbanzo beans, but it's the same thing. Rinsed and drained. 2 tablespoons of chili powder, tablespoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of the dried oregano, half a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of ground pepper, plus more to taste. And that's the recipe. So I will be back with you in just a minute when I have things set up over there to do the cooking. Okay, I used the Chosen Foods 100% pure avocado oil spray and just sprayed the bottom of my pan. Now we're going to saute the onions and the carrots, and those will be sauteed until they're tender, or about 4 to 5 minutes. We will lightly season them with salt and pepper as they cook. Okay, now we are going to take the garlic, the tomato paste, and the pinch of red pepper flakes and put that in, and then we will saute it for another 30 to 60 seconds. Now we're going to take the broth that I made, the vegetable broth that I made from the Better Than bouillon, and we are going to add that to our vegetables along with the canned pumpkin puree, both cans of tomatoes, the seasonings, and the beans that I rinsed and drained. I just put them all in one colander and rinsed them out. You do not drain the tomatoes. I don't think I said that before when I was going through the ingredients and such, but you don't drain the tomatoes at all, but you do drain your cans of beans. So there's both cans of tomatoes in. Here is the can of the pumpkin puree. Kind of got to scrape that can to get all of it out. It amazes me sometimes how much the pumpkin and things like that, refried beans even, get stuck in the can, and you really kind of have to scrape to get it all out. Next, we're going to do the seasonings, and then we are going to add in the beans. Okay, now from here, you've got everything mixed in. I literally just kind of stirred everything around for a few minutes. This is the point that if you wanted to freeze it, you could literally just take everything from your pot and put it in your freezer containers, either your plastic bags or your plastic containers, to put them in and freeze them. You can alternatively fully cook the soup, then cool it, and then freeze it. But and then to prepare from frozen, you would thaw completely and then bring the soup to a boil and let it simmer for 20 minutes, which is basically what we're going to do now. Is I'm going to let it come to a boil, and then as it's coming to a boil, stir it constantly, then reduce it to a simmer. Let it simmer for about 20 minutes, stirring occasionally to make sure that it does not scorch the bottom. Taste it, adjust the salt and pepper amounts, and serve with your favorite chili toppings. Their suggested toppings are diced avocado, sour cream, or plain Greek yogurt, shredded cheddar cheese, crushed corn tortilla chips, thinly sliced green onions. You can see, even though I turned it down, it still is, bubbling quite a bit. Stirred it to mix it. Then here in a minute, you will see me take a taste of it. But at that point, I think that my battery died in my camera, so you may not have heard my comments after that. But I did want to thank Joan for allowing me the opportunity to join in on this collaboration. I thought that it was good, and I'm looking forward to having it. Probably, I don't know, we may try it with some tortilla chips. I was originally thinking we would just have that with some cornbread for our dinner. We would have cornbread and this chili for dinner. Anyway, thank you again to Joan. I enjoyed making this chili for you. If you make it, feel free to let me know how you like it, what you would do different. We are doing another collaboration hosted by Joan in October. I have a good plan for that one, and I'm excited to share. I hope you have a great day. Be blessed, y'all.